So I think I've told you guys before that one of my neighbors, who's actually the dad of one of Max's good friends,
Yeah.
he grew up with Stevie Y and Kamloops.
Steve Yzerman?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I asked him one time about Steve Yzerman, and he said there is nobody who is more stubborn on this planet than Steve Yzerman.
No kidding.
Served him well.
Seems like.
But I ran into him yesterday. He's a Habs fan, by the way. My neighbor.
Thank God.
And so I ran into him yesterday, and he's just like, "Oh my God, Veronica." And I was just like, everything's going to be fine. Like, the Leafs have had 2 opportunities to do away with the Habs in this series, and they've not done it. Yeah. It's going to be fine. Yeah. And so he texted me this morning, and he actually told me that he was going in for a root canal. And he's like, "Ooh, I'm going in for my root canal. I'm so nervous. I'm not even going to need Novocaine. Like, give me a pep talk." And I just said, "Look, we've got Carey Price, and Brendan Gallagher hasn't even emerged yet. And when he does, look out." He just texted me and he said, "You're a prophet." Yeah,
that's right. So I guess we can start recording.
Okay.
That's a good intro to everything.
So hot here.
Well, you know, it's the opposite in New York because it was actually like close to 0 by your reckoning. More like maybe 2, 3, 4 degrees, I guess, maybe. But it doesn't fucking matter. Because what happened is that the Toronto Maple Leafs fucking choked. They had all of those first responders in the building just in case for it to happen. And it happened. They choked. The Habs were, oh my God, the Habs win the series. We're going to round 2 against the Jets. Baby! That's it. That is it. The Habs won 3-1 in Toronto.
In Toronto.
In Toronto. Hey, goodbye. 17 years. Toronto can't figure it out. Too bad, so sad. God's gift to hockey in the North Division could not defeat the lowly Montreal Canadiens. Oh, how embarrassing it must be. Good.
So embarrassing.
I hope your fan base suffers until they can grow a freaking spine.
I actually sort of felt bad for them.
I don't at all. I want them to continue suffering until time memoriam. Because they're a bunch of jerks, and I don't like them.
They are really jerks.
Yeah, they are really jerks. I think
that they're really immature.
The only man I feel sorry for is Steve Dangle, because this has probably caused the last LFR ever, according to his videos, where he has stated if they drop this series, he's going to stop covering the Leafs exclusively. Sorry.
I felt bad for him.
The Leafs have done this to themselves.
I did feel he was a little bit overconfident at the start. Like when you and I, Dave, had that last episode before the series began. And I was just like, it doesn't compute for me why there's such certainty that the Leafs are going to actually win a playoff round. You know, it just did not compute. It still doesn't compute. I knew it. But for him, he just seemed he seemed extremely confident. And I think that's probably a product of, you know, all of these Leafs fans. They don't know what it feels like to win a playoff round.
All I know is that, to piggyback off of what you just said, Veronica, I have a whole cache of bookmarks that I've saved throughout the season by different Leafs folks to dunk on them after the series win. And I'll be doing that well into the evening. Because I am a soulless motherfucker. And I don't care. Because they make such extraordinary claims. They are prophets. 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Until today.
It's an experience. And now they want to like trade Marner and trade Matthews.
We'll take him. I'll take Matthews. Nah, fuck Matthews. I'll take Marner.
No, I don't want that guy.
I'll take Marner. 100%. Though Marner did have a horrendous giveaway that started the Brendan Gallagher goal, unfortunately. So let's talk about the game.
puck over the glass the last time as well.
The last time, yeah.
Like
almost
over glass.
Almost again this game. But let's talk about the game. The game starts rather tepidly. It seemed that each team was trying to figure each other out.
Nervous. It was like two dogs meeting each other for the first time.
Really was. It really was. Habs maybe, I think, had the edge in shots in the first period, if I'm recalling correctly. Well, when I say the edge, 12-8, you could say that's pretty even, Steven, in a period.
They were down 4-0 at one point.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. But at the same time, the quality of play didn't suggest that the Leafs were really hopping on it. That was the thing. The Leafs didn't really have any hop at the beginning of, like, that's what I expected. If the Leafs started hot and the Habs couldn't counter right away, that's what I was worried about. The almost exact well, not the exact opposite, but what happened is that the Habs chilled out, and it seemed that the Leafs were chilling out too. Reason being, last game, we had that huge differential in ice time between the defensemen, right?
Yeah.
Well, so it started out. You had Sherratt, Weber, Edmondson, Petrie. You know, the two lines, trading. And then you saw a lot more of Gustafsson and Merrill Kulak. Excuse me, Kulak.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah, Gustafsson, Kulak instead. And man, oh man, it was a little bit more even with ice time, which is honestly better for everybody. First period ends nothing. Not too much to really talk about. I don't even think, was there a power play in the first period?
Nope.
No, the only thing
No penalties.
The only thing
I thought. Oh, okay. Was it at the end of the second then that they called that penalty?
The one on Armia.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I noticed in the first period at all was I think it was within the first half. There was a point where the Leafs were doing that thing where it looks like there's 18 of them on the ice.
Oh God.
In their zone.
Oh yeah.
And the Habs don't know what to do about it. But luckily that didn't last very long. But it was that was the only striking thing that I noticed there. What
really became like super obvious is that the Habs were matching up lines perfectly. They were shutting down Matthews, keeping Matthews for the most part in his own zone, playing defense all the time. That seemed super apparent. Of course, there were times when the Leafs were able to break out, cause chaos in the Habs zone, but it's like it was managed. You know, there was only maybe like a couple times, maybe a few times where the Habs had some really tough time getting it out of the zone. But aside from that, man, nothing was going the Leafs' way. Habs were able to make their own luck, and they haven't been able to do that. They did. They didn't have that extra jump, and you gotta wonder, man, what else do you need? Now, of course, they didn't have Jake Muzzin. And John Tavares was out as well. What was that, Beth?
I remember, was it you who? I don't remember if it was you who tweeted it back when the Leafs acquired Jake Muzzin, or if you brought it up. But somebody said, imagine thinking you're one Jake Muzzin away.
Do you want to know
Stanley Cup?
Do you want to know who said that?
Who said that?
Hilgenberg.
Oh my God.
He was literally the guy that tweeted that. He really was. So, and I was at Chris's house too. And yeah, he tweeted that. Imagine thinking you're one Jake Muzzin away from a Stanley Cup. The guy matters a lot, apparently.
He does. He was gone tonight and they missed him, obviously. But that's what I was thinking of the whole evening. I was like, wow, the Leafs really were one Jake Muzzin away. Maybe.
But I mean, it's just, it goes back to that argument about their killer instinct. Like in the third period, they should have been playing for their lives.
And I mean, even with the goalie pulled, I was thinking, I think the Habs got this. It was like 3 minutes left. I was like, I think they got this.
Oh
Then they
I already sent out my bye-bye.
They sent the Toffoli got the empty netter there, and I'm like, oh man, 3-0. They just gotta hold on, and they did. Aside from Nylander, and Nylander, could you imagine? Like either
he still looked pissed afterwards.
This time, like imagine the discourse this time last year around Nylander. Nylander, I think, is their point leader in the playoffs. I could be wrong, but
no, he is.
He scored in 5 out of 7 games.
Yeah, he almost had more goals than the Habs combined.
Did he actually score that goal tonight?
Yeah,
I thought he did. I have it up right here.
Sure it was him.
Yep, Nylander.
I didn't even care.
Yeah, Nylander off.
Like they were kind of celebrating mildly around him, and he just was like staring daggers into the camera.
And they're interviewing O'Keefe right now.
Oh, I bet he's having a great time.
Ooh. And you know what? He was a bit of a dick.
Fucking
he was a bit of a dick.
Petulant.
Yeah.
He really was. So I'm glad he lost.
A little bit of a dick.
That
so
piece of
I don't
shit.
feel bad for him.
Yeah, too bad. So sad.
A dick, strangely, is Austin Matthews. And they were just interviewing him, and I'm pretty sure he was in tears.
Yeah. I thought he was crying on the bench.
Yeah. It's devastating, but the way they lost, like they didn't even lose honorably.
It felt like half of them were still at home.
Yeah.
I did appreciate the body, like the respectful body language and manner of presenting himself when he was talking to Carrie in the handshake line. Like we don't know what they said, but like I was like, don't touch Carey Price, but
don't touch,
but he did. But he looked very respectful, and Carrie looked very receptive to whatever he was saying. And then in Carrie's on ice post-game interview, he said that it was a good exchange, and so that made me feel a little bit better. I'm still not an Austin Matthews fan. I'm not ever going to be an Austin Matthews fan, but I can appreciate that because he's not going away.
And Carrie reiterated his utmost respect for the player.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you see? Carrie was like, he seemed like he was about to fall asleep. He was just so.
He was like, I've been dialed in this whole Carrie. Every shot of Carrie tonight, I was afraid of him. Like I was a visceral fear. I was like, this man could murder me, like just by looking at me the right way. And
they had a close up of his eyes just before that third period power play, and I was like, nothing's going in.
No, absolutely not.
No, he was like that. I just saw the look on his face, and I'm like, okay.
Carey Price was an all-star.
He's probably tired from being so laser focused, and he was like, I don't want to talk to people. I'm going to go call my kids and my wife, and then go and eat something weird because I'm a goalie and I'm Carey Price, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Probably some like dried fish that he brought with him or something. I don't know.
Man, now they're going to Winnipeg.
Anyway, the second period. No, I didn't see. What were we talking about?
So Michel Lacroix. So before the game, I gave my checklist of all of the things that I did on Saturday that I did the exact same way today. And one of them was eating a Caesar salad in first intermission. And so he tweeted me and he said, I hope you had a good salad. See you Wednesday.
I'm sure that was a big, good for Michel Lacroix. A good big old wink. What the hell is this?
He's so sweet.
Who's Anteriol? Okay, anyway, so first period is a wash. Nothing. Going into the second period and things change because finally, the Habs break Campbell, and it comes off of a stall feed to none other than Brendan Gallagher going 5-hole on Campbell. Perhaps the worst goal Campbell has ever allowed in his life, according to him, actually directly. It's either that or the Corey Perry goal. I forget which one. But
Jack Campbell's a good goalie.
Yeah, he is. Too bad he wasn't good enough.
He's a fine goalie.
He's a fine goalie. Imagine losing to this offense. I can't because we didn't.
The Leafs play hockey.
So Brendan Gallagher puts it 1-0 Habs at around 3 minutes. And then at some point, there is a penalty late in the second period. Holding against Cole Caulfield. There's no way that's not a hold. He is so small. You put your hand on him, it is a hold. So sorry. But no, he had him. Caulfield got turned around, and it was big, obvious call. And we could talk about the reffing, because the reffing actually sucked.
About that.
Too bad. So the call gets, it's playoffs. No ref is going to be 100% on this, and it's crap. If they want a better sport to commentate, write the fucking league, because it's an atrocity all around. Either way, Habs score on the power play, which meant that they were 100% on the power play tonight. It was, let's see, a shot from Suzuki that that nutmegged Corey Perry and went in, hit off his knee.
his face.
Yeah.
And then Toffoli comes in and just embraces him from behind, like the Titanic.
First into the glass.
Just incredible.
Oh, thank you.
The craziest thing is that Gustafsson, his one shift on the power play, started the assist, and he got the pass to Suzuki, who got the shot in. So that Gustafsson makes you wonder.
No complaints.
No complaints. I mean, we're probably never going to see Romanov again, unfortunately.
Well, one
know,
thing was for sure,
know.
and I was pretty sure that if he's not trusting Romanov in these games, we're not going to see him in this series. But
I wonder. Yeah, the Jets
we
might
don't know
be.
What's going on.
Yeah, the Jets might be a different story, but we don't know yet. We do not know yet. So second period ends with a 2-0 advantage Habs. And going into the third, I was like, man, if the Leafs don't come out balls to the wall for the third, it's Habs. And that's exactly what happened. It's just there was no real push for the Leafs. They did get the power play at the beginning, but once that power play was shut down, I was like, oh, buddy, I think they're in trouble. And, you know, the game went on. They pull Campbell. Toffoli nets the empty netter from way off, from way out. And then, last minute and a half, Nylander gets their one goal in there. But, like, that was it. Murder, she wrote. And it's over. What a great show
Buenas
that was.
noches, señores y señoras.
Yes.
Bon nuit. That's it. Goodbye. Habs win it. So, now we're up against the Winnipeg Jets, and I have no idea what the Winnipeg Jets are doing because I have not been looking into that at all in any way, shape, or form.
They'll be rested.
They'll be rested.
They've been watching these games for like a week.
Yeah.
And, of course, the regular season, I can at least look that up. Our regular season record against the Jets is not good. But, it was the same thing against the Leafs, too, so you never know what's going to happen. So... almost got it up.
What about Craig Button? What's he gonna say now?
We'll talk about Craig Button. He's such a great guy. I love him. I really wish I was related to him so he could come to my barbecues, family get-togethers, because he seems like that kind of guy.
And then invite me because I would fight with him, but all like in good fun.
That'd be fine, honestly. Yeah. That'd be I just record that. Here's the next happy hour. Done.
I would just eat coleslaw in the corner and just watch.
In the regular season, the Leafs had the Habs number 100%. Record of 3-6-1 the Habs were against the Leafs. And against the Jets, they were 3-3-3. So a losing record overall. 9 points out of 18, but they split even on points. So it's the Jets have such a weird matchup against the Habs. Because you know who it was? Kyle Connor was freaking killing the Habs every game.
We have to get that guy.
Yeah.
We have to get him on our team.
Yeah, yes.
Because he's
he would be so good in the Bleu Blanc Rouge.
If we can get Kyle Connor and Mitch Marner, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. And Alex Ovechkin. We need him. And then Crosby in like 2-3 years. And then we'd be solid. Done. Get them all at like under $1 million. Sweetheart deals. And like it'd be great. Oh my god.
Everybody is gonna be a Corey Perry deal.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Poor Corey Perry.
League minimum and a smoking sandwich.
Yes. So we'll have to see how that works out.
How happy is Corey Perry that he took that fucking deal?
My god. Jeez, what a player. Yeah. Man, oh man.
How happy
I'm just
Can they make a stop so he can see his family?
No.
Yeah.
No. We are holding his family hostage until the cup is won.
It's all about the cup right now.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
his children in the cup.
Honestly, right now, beating the Leafs is almost better than winning the cup.
No,
I'm so happy.
I'm just so happy. My account is now unprotected again.
Hey.
I haven't heard from any of the rotten asshole people.
Yep.
But that is the best part for me is that they can go into oblivion.
Yeah, that's it. Until next
really
year.
Awful.
Yeah, they're atrociously awful.
Yeah.
Like I watched Dangle. I don't comment. I just think, hey guys, did you guys watch the new Dangle? I feel really bad for him.
I would never dunk on Dangle.
I double checked some of our actual reviews. You know, some of the people from the other fan base left some reviews. They weren't shining. No, for when I said the thing.
Right.
Yeah, I got an email. Like I get that weekly email from Chartable, and usually there's nothing in there because nobody these reviews except for this last week with our series against Leafs. We had a few from
the
fans.
Chartable's a little weird because you have to refresh Apple like every week, and I honestly don't have the patience for it. Oh. So that's my fault.
No, it's okay. I mean, it was just like 3 random reviews. But no, the usernames, they're all like Maple Leafs related, and I was just like, like you're not going to be listening after this week anyway. So
and they're completely irrelevant. But the only one that I wish that I could remember was I once saw a woman, at least her photo is a woman, who was talking about how the Leafs were going to beat the Habs because the Habs have a subpar goalie. I really wish I could remember, like. So
one of my bookmark
memory bank.
Who was that?
Shit.
Like, I mean,
some woman talking about
the goalie. To
what's that?
Who was the goalie to whom she was referring? Because
she was referring to Price.
No, sorry, I was trying to make a joke. Like,
like. Sorry, I thought
it's like if somebody called you ugly and you just went like, "Bitch, where?" Like. It's like.
Yeah,
her
opinion was only
watching, but
it was only relevant in the moment.
I already got blocked.
Who did?
So one of the guys I quote tweeted, right? So, Carey Price against the Leafs this season, a .868. Carey Price against the Marlies this season, a .867 because of that one NHL game. So I quote tweeted the guy and said, Carey Price against the Leafs in the playoffs, .932.
And in the last 3 games,
no.
0.952.
Oh, well, okay, but good, yes. So I did the whole playoffs, so just to make a point.
Yeah.
And the guy blocked me because he's a fucking biased piece of shit who can't take that. Carey Price is actually better than Jack Campbell.
Well, of course he is.
Yeah, it's like, why the hell would you even?
Every penny he's being played.
Actually, I'm going to I'm gonna sore loser this.
Their exit interviews are gonna be like, inject them into my veins.
I can't do it right now. Okay. Oh well. Yes, absolutely. Where are we at?
And
right Aaron Ward,
whose opinion I really value, because he's an NHL defenseman with 3 Stanley Cup rings. So I really value his opinion, and he has been in step with my opinion about Romanov and not playing him. But today he said, when he was asked outright by Mitch Melnick who was going to win tonight, and he said, the Leafs are going to win.
Wow.
There's no way that roster and that firepower isn't going to close it out tonight. And I was like, I disagree.
It all depended on, yeah.
They've had 2 chances already.
Yeah, what's going to change about this third one?
It all depended. It kind of reminded me of the Habs versus Senators a little bit back in, was it? Yeah, the semi-final run against the Rangers eventually. Because the Senators got 2 wins back, and I was like, oh no. They might complete the comeback, but they didn't. But still, I was thinking, like, if it were to happen, it'd be against the Habs and we wouldn't hear the end of it. However, sorry, you gotta wait another season.
Anyway, we knew it.
Yes.
And I had no doubt.
We need to highlight the fact that our house writer, Ariane, who back on a couple weeks ago, in the middle of May, I can't remember the exact number at this time, but she wrote an article about why the Habs would win. Would win this series, and she was the only person in any Habs media that I saw to call Habs in 7.
She did.
Everybody else.
She really did. You can find her.
The Leafs, no matter what.
You can find her.
Kotkaniemi.
Eyes at the end.
Yep, with 3 or 4 eyes at the end. You'll find her.
And she and I actually had a lot of the same opinions. And that was the day, Dave, that we recorded that episode that I was referring to earlier. and you talked about how Ariane had written an article, and I hadn't seen it yet.
Oh, they're on the website, Veronica.
It was almost the exact same stuff that I talked about that night.
Ariane is very smart.
Very smart.
Very invested in hockey. She's played hockey before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she is a goalie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's a goalie.
She's like so 4'3".
Like, I can just. Oh my God.
But she's very smart.
Like I could really pick her up like a knapsack.
Like really fun and adult discussions, like human discussions about different teams. Like she's a very passionate Habs fan, but she knows her shit. Like ask her about any other team. She knows her shit. She's passionate about hockey.
Wow.
And so definitely go check out her articles on habbyhour.com.
Habbyhour.com.
Go follow her, talk to her about hockey. It's a good time.
It is a good time.
It is
Ariane's
a
very
And
good
she's
time.
called Habs in 7.
Habs in 7. She's the only one I know.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
It was game 4, and that was the episode that we had where we were like, oh no. The Habs are really bad, aren't they? But then no, then Corey Perry and Eric Stahl, whatever they did, they turned the freaking bus around.
And we won 3 games in a row.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, see, now that's bad because now we're going to lose the first game against Winnipeg because of how things work with the Habs.
And the following day, he was asked, so after winning game 5, Corey Perry was asked by the media, I can't remember, maybe it was John Liu, was asked, your speech and whatever. So have you said anything else? And he said, there's nothing more to say.
Yeah, really.
There's nothing more to say.
Man, oh man.
I love him. I'm
so
good.
Sad
that we're going to lose him.
Yeah, but, we'll have some of the kids from Laval come up, and
maybe he'll come back in another capacity.
Yeah.
So, now that brings up something really interesting. Is Bergevin's tenure saved now?
I thought it was already. I thought it was always safe.
I think it is. Well, there's no question now. Like if the Habs were an exit in the Leaf series, I had real doubts that he would stick around. But I don't think it's a relevant, thing anymore. Win the first round, get into now unless they're like swept by the Jets, which I don't think it'll be swept.
Oh.
But it's interesting because I think Bergevin's gonna stick around now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did want to mention the ice this evening. It seems like everyone in Toronto, including the facility caretakers and what have you, were expecting this to be the end as well because the ice was terrible.
It was garbage.
You could look at it before they even came on at the beginning of the game and see that it was shit.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing because even the Bell Center was not quality ice for the games as well because you got pucks bouncing all over the damn place in weird ways. Credit though too, I mean, you're trying to get an ice surface in like May,
It is.
So I would assume, that hockey rinks like freaking rinks in Canada, Scotiabank Center, Bell Center would have a legit system to counter this.
World class. Yeah.
But maybe not. Now, granted, these buildings were put in. I don't know about Scotiabank. Scotiabank's, I think, is a bit newer than the Bell Center.
Oh, yeah, for sure it is.
It's been a while.
Or at least it's been renamed a million times.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. I wish I knew more about all the systems there because even like Eric Engels, the last game, the game 6, was saying before the game, like, oh my God, it's humid in here. Like when he walked in, he said that this might affect the ice. And I was like, oh shit, that's not gonna be good.
Well, at least it affects it for both teams.
Yeah.
But they've got another round to figure it out, at least, at minimum.
Yeah.
It's going to be so great. Next time they're in the Bell Center, there's going to be people.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Round 2, baby.
Yeah.
So games 1 and 2 in Winnipeg, because Winnipeg finished ahead of us. So they get the home ice advantage.
Yeah.
Which is great because the Habs play better on the road. And for whatever reason.
That's right.
Yeah. And see, that was the other thing too. I was thinking game 7, if they could force the game 7, I was like, playing away. I think we got it. But here we are. Here we are. Here we are.
Do you want to know when I had the certainty? Like, I always had belief that the Habs were going to win this round. I had the belief because I know that they have the heart. But when I had the certainty that they were going to win was on Paul Byron's goal in the first game.
Wow. That's quite a certainty. Because like I said, that game 4 did not fill me with confidence.
I remember.
I was not pleased. Now I'm so pleased. Its own
story.
I'm so
but like that
so
they were
warm.
capable of pulling out that win that way in game 1 against the vaunted Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto.
In Toronto. I'm so happy with my video.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see it. I haven't been watching anything. I had a splitting headache all day to the point where I was just like, it was hard for me to even get excited about the game. I was in such fucking pain.
Oh, well, you know what? We're actually coming upon our final thoughts anyway.
Final thoughts.
So, Beth, what you got for us?
Please watch Extra Hard for me on Wednesday because I have to work.
Okay.
Wednesday. So I will be watching from the clinic.
Will we be recording ourselves then, Veronica and I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to.
Yeah, we can figure that out. Easy.
And also with this series, there might be change in the schedule. Yeah, like in the timing.
Right.
Mountain time, I think they are, or Central time in Winnipeg.
Oh, right. Damn, that's gonna. We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
It won't hit us too hard.
No.
But we will figure that out. I'm trying to think. We're going to still try to do post games every game that we can manage. So Veronica, then final thoughts.
Vaya con Dios, Maple Leafs. It was a pleasure to eliminate you in the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs. And bring it, Winnipeg Jets. Come on. I've got lots of friends in the Winnipeg Jets fan base. I don't know how long that will last, but yeah, I've got friends that cheer for Winnipeg, so this should be fun. Keith, he's
a Bruins fan first and a Jets fan second.
Oh, so. God, we lost Keith.
Most fans are decent. I'm not worried about that. Most fans are decent. It's Leafs fans that are just really horrible.
Yeah, just they're atrocities to fan bases. Yeah, they might as well just like root for a soccer team. They're so bad. Go set a freaking a section of a stadium on fire. Or something. Except for Dangle. Thank you.
I feel for you.
Yeah. Sorry, Steve.
Sorry,
we actually do love you.
Yeah, we really do.
And Leo, his cute little baby.
And Leo.
My God.
His wife, whose name I forget. Mrs.
And
Dangle.
she's a school teacher.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, is there anything more wholesome?
World class. Absolutely. And the dogs.
Oh my God.
And the dogs.
And the dogs.
The dog. Now, yeah.
Anyway, final thoughts for Dave. Fuck the Leafs. I'm glad you lost and your fan base are full of a bunch of fucking babies that don't deserve happiness. Yeah. I'm glad that you have to live with the fact that you were beaten by the Montreal Canadiens. All right? So go fuck yourselves. That's it for the episode. Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Winnipeg! Let's go!
Winnipeg! Let's go! Bring it!
We're going to Winnipeg.
Woo!